Happy Tuesday. Happy show week. We have a full house tonight. I'm Emily May. We have Trenda. We have Veda. We have Front Row. And this is our official Mission Pro True Colors predictions, preview show, all of the above. Are you ready for some fun?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's do it.
I've been waiting for predictions for weeks.
I know Trenta was trying to sneak them in on Thursday of last week, and I kept telling her we weren't quite ready for that. But that just shows you how excited everyone is for True Colors. And Veda and I have been interviewing the talent that's coming this Saturday, and we have some debuts, we have some returns, and there's a lot to discuss, a lot of excitement. And so overall, real quick, before we dive into matches, I wanted to remind everyone that you can watch us. If you're not able to go to San Antonio, go watch us on Title Match Network. We will be live at 6 p.m. Central, and you don't want to miss it. I know we have tons of fans in the chat. Mark's in New Mexico. Brent is also a sponsor. Mongrovian Mike. We got some Nation's Corner crew. Neil. Thank you all. John in New Jersey. Thank you all for supporting every week. But I'm excited. We have a full crew. We're going to break down matches. But I want to get the feelers from all of you, how you're feeling about this weekend. I know Front Row and Trenda, you're going to see it live. Veda, you will see it on all your travels. But how's everyone? How do you think it's shaping up?
I can't believe it's show week, because I feel like we were just getting ready for the last show, or I feel like we were doing like the wrap up for the last show and saying like, okay, we've got 2 months, like let's figure out who's coming on. Yeah, I don't know.
In a blink of an eye. Everything comes rushing to show week. But Trenda, you have been covering women's wrestling on Thursdays for our Mission Pro Unmatched. You've been seeing the matches that have been revealed over the last few weeks, and you get to see it all unfold on Saturday live.
Yeah, I'm so looking forward to this. I'm so looking forward to going back to San Antonio, getting a good bird's eye seat of the action, and just enjoying some pro wrestling. Yes.
Amazing. And Front Row, you are rocking an amazing shirt right now. I think that is our official Mission Pro Wrestling Pride shirt.
Yes, it certainly is. Shout out to our merch lady, my dear wife, for chasing this one down. We're really excited to have these shirts. They're going to be available at the show in person. So if you're in San Antonio for True Colors, we will have them available in different colors.
There you
different
go.
Backgrounds.
Wow.
There's another example.
Get one of those.
Look at that. Here, you guys can see it all. This is beautiful. So we have a limited supply available in person at the show this weekend. So we're so excited to be able to offer these to Mission Pro fans. And real quick, this is important for tonight's show, is whoever is so excited, whoever is the most active in the chat, appropriately so, Mongrovian Mike. That's for you and Mark in New Mexico. You got to be nice. So anyone that's super nice in the super chat, we will want to send you a Mission Pro swag bag. And so we want everyone to be super active in the chat. We want people to share and like this show because we want a lot of conversations happening. So we'll all vote on it. The 4 of us will vote, and whoever gives the highest super chat above $25 and is most excited and most engaged, we're going to send you a package. So I want to see all the excitement. See, Trend is already winning. Mongrovian Mike's like, me? I just was throwing out names. Mongrovian Mike, you were the first name I saw. I'm sorry. You are always so kind.
But not Mark's. We have to boo Mark's, right?
Yeah, Mark's in New Mexico. You got to be nice in order to get the swag back. But anyway, again, let's just dive into some matches. Is there one that you all want to start with? Otherwise, I'll just go in. I'll go.
Okay, I just want to first. I want to give a couple people their flowers. You guys did an amazing interview with Black Swan the other day. I had not seen her before. I had not seen interviews with her, and I'm not that super familiar with her in ring. So this is one of the matches, Black Swan versus JP, which is one of the matches I'm most looking forward to, especially seeing someone so exciting debut.
Well, let's talk about it. Let's see. We have JP Harlow versus Black Swan. We saw what she was all about. We know that she has this dance background. She is making her debut. And so I'm going to start with you. How are you feeling about this match? I know, you have some thoughts about JP, but
a little biased because, I have some thoughts about the men's revolution as a whole. But so, with that, I hope she stomps him.
All right. Well, that's my official take on the match. Right. So that's your official prediction. I don't know what swans do to take down their prey. I guess I have to research that a bit.
We'll find out.
We'll find out on Saturday.
Hopefully we'll find out.
Lots of people, John in New Jersey is saying JP is going to die. Veda, what about you? Because we've talked a lot about the men's revolution. The history of Black Swan. She's so graceful, but she has some attitude and some power behind her.
Well, so JD Varnell just pointed out the point that I was going to make is that I am super excited to see Black Swan. I think that this is going to be a tough match, but JP Harlow does have backup. And as far as we know, Black Swan doesn't, at least not like specifically within Mission Pro. Like with her, it is her debut. So I think that could be a problem potentially.
Yeah. Unfortunately. I didn't even think about that. I was hoping they'd be occupied as well.
Brent said, I think he meant swans, not Shawns. I don't think Shawns are scary. Swans are scary. I got attacked by one at a lake one time. Those could be really bad. Like the giant geese or any swans that are like, don't go near them in the lake. Like they'll bite things you don't want them to bite.
Oh wow, that might be interesting.
Well, Ron threw out a very interesting question. What's the chance of Men's Revolution going undefeated this weekend? No, we can't have that. We can't have that. No.
Veda
doesn't want it to happen. I saw Veda's face.
And undefeated would also mean that they won the tag title match too. So that has huge implications. And but that match is so stacked. I just can't see how they could win.
No.
I don't know. Well, I'm sure we'll talk about it. I don't know who exactly is going to win that. I have reasons for every team to have advantages, but I think that one is just too stacked with too many people who, although obviously they're all going to be fighting each other, there's too many people in that match who want them gone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm betting on and hoping for.
Yeah, and Neil brings up a really great point. Mission Pro fans are very supportive of debuts. Black Swan will have the backing of all the Mission Pro fans at the show. That is true. Like JP's gotten a lot of heat with fans, a lot of heat with the locker room. So this could go either way. You guys, I'm not taking any bribery for the swag bag. I'm throwing it out there. I'm not taking any bribery messages here. So it all has to happen in this chat.
So just a quick production note.
What's your prediction?
Emily, just a quick production note. I don't believe that Super Chat is working properly tonight. There's something going on with it, so we'll figure something out.
Okay.
But keep the chat active.
Keep the energy in the chat. Keep the chat happening, and we will figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Darn Super Chat. All right. So front row, you didn't give your take on this match.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Black Swan, 100%. Mainly because JP irritates me, and I think he has it coming, especially after his mistaken thinking that he was going to be facing someone from the Star Wars world.
Wow. How disrespectful is
that?
Yeah,
I was like, wait a second, hold on. Oh, I got it.
Yeah. So no, definitely. I definitely think JP is going down here, and I don't think even with help that he can overcome someone like Black Swan. She's too athletic. She's too physical. I think she's going to emerge victorious.
Okay, John in New Jersey. Bringing in more men's revolution. Boss Disdains thinks swans are ugly. No comment there. Boss Disdains has to speak for himself on that one.
Wow.
All right. Well, so JP versus Black Swan. That's another match that lots of people are talking about again. So you can watch it on Title Match Network. And you could also go back and watch Black Swan's interview and learn more about her. She's really, really interesting.
And sponsorships are still open for this match and for wrestlers as well. Email us at missionprowrestling@gmail.com.
Thank you. Try to give me some time.
Look at this. Hold on. This is important. Even Marks in New Mexico says, as much as it pains me to say Black Swan wins. So that is significant. Whoa. That's how much hype coming into this.
Wow. Marks in New Mexico is slowly, getting away from that men's revolution support.
I don't know. Like it just shows we said that
we might need
Black Swan's super hyped.
He might be trying to get a swag bag tonight. We don't know.
All right, Davis. It could be JP's last dance. Everyone, whoever gives the best, dance pun in the chat. I don't know.
That's a lot of points. That's a lot of points.
We'll send another fun prize. We're just giving stuff out tonight. All right, let's get to more matches because we have so much to talk about.
Yeah.
Let's talk about. Let's see. I'm going to talk about Cio Nieves versus MJ Santana. So Cio Nieves was supposed to debut for us in February for Kickstart My Heart, and unfortunately had to be delayed a little bit. We spoke with her, caught up with her a little bit more a few weeks ago, and versus MJ Santana, a favorite at Mission Pro, a regular, and so we have this matchup. So what's everyone, Trenda? I want to get your take first. Give us your hot take.
I think Santana being the known person here, she's not gonna let some new person come in and just come and dominate her territory. I'm going for Santana. That's my opinion. Yeah.
A good take. Veda, what about you?
I don't know. I kind of go back to what Soul was kind of talking to us about. Like, she did have her debut delayed. So she's been waiting for this and preparing for this. So even if she didn't necessarily know who she was going to face the whole time, she's been getting ready for this debut. So I think that gives her an advantage.
Okay, so she's hungry. You're saying she's hungry.
Yeah. Sometimes that hunger you have to feed. Got to feed that hunger, feed that lion, right?
Definitely. But we'll see.
Okay, so we got a little division here on our little panel tonight. Front row. What are you feeling, MJ, Cio Nieves?
Well, I'm sorry, Trenda, but I got to side with Veda here. I think the newcomer Cio is hungry, and I think she's been missing that opportunity to debut for us before. I think that's just heightened her desire to come in and show everybody what she can do. There's so many people that want an opportunity at Mission Pro that it's just I don't think that MJ is going to be able to take this one.
Yeah. Serena, welcome to the chat. Serena thinks MJ is going to walk away with the win. Marks in New Mexico is being very nice tonight. I wonder why. Is saying Cio.
Someone wants a swag bag.
Cio's going to take the win. Neil Benedict, MJ Santana. I mean, MJ Santana's had some incredible opponents here at Mission Pro. And again, she's been studying, she always studies her opponents. And, I'm not going to give my opinion, but I think this is going to be a tough one. I think we'll kind of split up a little.
So you're going to leave it to the one?
I can't. I'm not voting.
Emily has to always be impartial.
I'm always impartial. I know. Okay. So
that is not true.
When it comes to the prediction shows, Emily does not vote.
Prediction show, I stay very impartial, and other things maybe not so much. All right, so we're kind of divided there. So it looks like, all right, well, we're gonna have to see on Saturday what happens. Maybe there could be a tiebreaker. Even in the chat, they're pretty divided. All right, we're gonna move on to the next one. We're gonna talk about this one?
Ooh.
Maya World versus Brittany Brooks.
Yes.
And this is an interesting one, right? We have Brittany Brooks making her debut. Maya World has wanted a place here at Mission Pro for a while. She's talked a lot about that. It's been a dream of hers for a long time, just like many debuts at Mission Pro. So we have two very, like Trenda was talking about, this hunger, or no, Veda, you were talking about this hunger that a lot of not only returning talent have, but also debuts. They have this hunger. And these two definitely have it. Front row, I'm going to go with you first. How are you feeling about this Maya World versus Brittany Brooks match?
Well, since we don't have a lot of Mission Pro history to go on, I'm going to go strictly on personality and what we've seen in interviews and on social media. So Brittany's going to be my pick here just because she's such a strong personality. I'm really looking forward to seeing this match and what they both can do.
Yeah, we have a double, like R.A. Davis said, double debut match here. Serena is a full-on cheering like a cheerleader. Go, Brittany, go. And we have Big Mike saying Maya World. So again, we're a little split in the chat too. Neil saying Maya. Trenda, who are you? Who's your pick for this win? Because we have two debuts, two fiery young talent coming to Mission Pro.
Well, I'm actually going to go for Brittany as well. I think this is going to be a very good match, though. Very, very good match, because I saw the interview with both of them. And I just, you can see that they're both really ready to go out there and fight. And they're very spicy young ladies from those interviews. But it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a real fun match watching the two of them in the ring together.
Yeah, John in New Jersey says, I'm thinking it's a good night for MPW newcomers. Let's go, Brittany. So Veda, I know you've seen many debuts at Mission Pro. We've spoken to a lot of people that are up and coming. So how do you feel about this match with these two new fresh talents?
I think this one's hard to pick. I'm going to go with Maya only because I really felt her energy was so focused on this particular match. But the reason it's hard to call is not only are they both talented, but it's like was discussed with us, they're actually friends. They're very good friends. And like, I think that oftentimes will elevate the competitiveness in a match. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're in a match with like real animosity, but it can sometimes elevate like how hard you want to go and like really impress. So I think this one could be a show stealer potentially.
Awesome.
Okay, I like it. Yeah, we are gonna at the end, after we go through all the matches, we're gonna choose what match we think might be the match of the night. So we will put those predictions out so everyone in the chat think about it, and then we'll get to it later. But that's a bold prediction, Veda, and I know this will be a really, really great match. Excited to see these two ladies in the ring. Let's get to it's like I feel like I need a wheel, like a wheel of fortune, like with the little where's that $1 million wedge? All right, next is, speaking of some fire and hunger, we have Alejandra Lyon versus Shay Carmichael. And as we all know, we've seen Alejandra all throughout Mission Pro, all throughout the Texas scene, throughout the United States. And then Shay Carmichael, again, returning. This is her second time at Mission Pro. We have, she's a rising talent. Again, somewhat of a newcomer at Mission Pro, still trying to learn the ropes a little bit, learn kind of, I guess what opponents to watch out for. And her next one is Alejandra Lyon. So I'm going to go with Veda. I want your take on this.
Yeah,
match.
So this one I have to go with Alejandra. She is so talented. She has the experience advantage in this match, and I think we've seen out of her in Mission Pro and elsewhere that she is someone who like takes defending her territory very, very seriously. I think that's the lion in her. And that's kind of what she's walking into here with Shay Carmichael, still new to Mission Pro, still new to pro wrestling. I think that is exactly the kind of person that Alejandra, takes a little bit of offense to. So I'm gonna pick Alejandra for this one.
Yeah, I mean the chat is literally devouring. I liked RIP's use of that word. Devouring the competition here in this chat because they're all really going for Alejandra on this, except Mark's in New Mexico, of course, going with Shay Carmichael. Always the opposition, Mark's. But
I knew it would come out. I knew it would come out.
Trenda, what about you? Alejandra, Shay Carmichael.
Alejandra. I mean,
those claws are going to come out.
I mean, yeah. And like they say, she's a lioness, and she's going to get out there with her experience, and she's going to show this young lady, this young cub, to not disrespect her. I've been watching her in Mission Pro for the past couple of years. Like, she is very hard hitting, and this is going to be a lesson match. I feel like someone's going to learn in this match.
And sometimes, I mean, that's a good point. Sometimes you need those matches because sometimes you learn more by losing than you do by winning. So who knows? You got to take each moment as a learning opportunity because you're a student of the ring. You're a student of life, right? Serena had the comment. I see the lion roaring her way to another win. Lioness for sure. TJC. I've witnessed her energy in person. A real lioness. Front row. Do you have any other thoughts on this match?
Yeah, I do. So I was leaning towards Alejandra as well. And if you saw her Twitter from just a few hours ago, and I don't know, folks, I don't have it on the screen here, but she says, "Allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm Alejandra Quintanilla La Leona, lion at heart, wild by choice, and one of a kind," hinting at a very strong, aggressive, maybe an attitude change. So I'm going to be really interested to see what that looks like. And so this just further cements her as my pick.
Yeah, I mean, she definitely she's been posting a lot more fierce posts and just saying, who she is, what to expect. And I think you're right. There is this new energy about her, this elevated fierceness we've seen. Margrave and Mike the Lioness. So I think this one I think is the first one that I think is the majority going with Alejandra.
It's not like disrespect to Shay Carmichael. It's really just a recognition of how much Alejandra has grown, I think, and just what a force she's become. And honestly, that might have implications for Mission Pro, because if she continues to be dominant like this, you'd have to imagine that there's going to be more opportunities in the future. So I mean, I get that. Again, no disrespect to Shay Carmichael, but
no disrespect.
Again, welcome to the jungle, like someone said.
Exactly,
it's a big deal.
You're not only in Texas, where it's the Wild Wild West, but now you're in the jungle. All right. Well, thank you all for breaking down that match and giving your insights. Let's get to. I want to give you a big one that's gonna cause some. I mean, we're getting down to the wire to the top matches here. So in no particular order, I am going to go with this one. This is a really important match. This is Tiffany Nieves versus Emmy Camacho. And this is a singles match, but it's not just any match. It is a number one contender match for the Mission Pro Wrestling Championship. And we've seen them confront each other outside. We've seen them go at each other on social media. We obviously had On a Mission episode where both of them mutually respected each other, but also understood the assignment that they are going to have to bring their A game. So lots of people there's people that are on hashtag Emmy era side, and then there's also La Princesa team. So Trenda, I know that you had lots of thoughts on this the other day. So break it down for me. What's going through your head? Who do you think is going to be the number one contender?
This match, I don't know. How about that? This is the only match on the card where I really have no idea or who's going to win. I just don't, because I think it's going to be just that good. I mean, this is for all the bag of mark. Everything. I mean, this leads to a championship match. and both of these ladies want it. I mean, they both want it bad, and you can tell that they both want it bad. I watched both of their interviews with you guys, and I can't wait to see this live. So this match, I'm actually torn in, and I'm just looking forward to seeing both of these ladies get in there and show everyone what they have and who's going to come out on top. I'm torn. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this chat is really kind of going back and forth. I can't even keep up in this chat right now. JD says it's a pick M. This will be a show stealer of the night for my pick for match of the night. So a lot of people are saying this might be the match of the night. La Princesa versus Camacho Madness. Yeah, Big Mike saying Tiffany Nieves is going to be a hard fought match. I know, Veda, we've talked a lot about this and this match definitely. So Veda, do you have a quick take on this? And
yeah, I think it's going to be Tiffany, only because she has been rising through the ranks and working so hard for this, and so has Emmy. But from what we talked about with Tiffany, how she just really feels like this is a do or die to get her into the title picture. I think there's a lot riding on it. I think it's going to be Emmy's night soon, but maybe not yet.
Okay. What about you, Front Row? What's your take on this? Because you've seen Tiffany rise, and rise through the ranks of Mission Pro. You've also seen Emmy Camacho, a huge fan favorite, very popular, even on social media. Both of them really have such an active presence at Mission Pro. So this one, a lot of fans are divided.
Yeah, and I think I agree with Trenda too. This is probably the hardest match to pick for me. But I've become such a fan of Tiffany, seeing her story. Seeing that video that they shared, that was shared during the intermission at the last show. And she has such a groundswell of support. She has such a fan base that's behind her. I think that's driving her, giving her even more energy. So Tiffany is going to be my pick, but if Emmy wins, it's not going to be a surprise to me. This is a really hard one to pick.
Yeah, this is, I think, one of those matches we all are going to have to watch very closely. I think anything can happen. And so you definitely are going to have to keep your eye on both of them on this match. And definitely the fans are going to enjoy it in person and watching it on Title Match. All right, so we have two other huge matches for True Colors. I think I'm going to go with this one, the 4-way tag team championship match. Again, we have Lady Bird, Gigi Ray. It's going to take me 20 years to announce this. We have Money Birds. We have Bougie Reality. We have Boss Baines and Joey Hyder of Men's Revolution. And the King Bees, Charity Kane and Danny B, all getting in the ring and for this 4-way tag championship match. This is huge match. There's so many implications for this. We obviously have seen Men's Revolution grow. We've seen, Bougie Reality has been tag team champions for over a year now. Their anniversary, I believe if I get this right, is like May 14th, 2022, around there. And we have two rising tag teams. We have Money Birds and the King Bees. So who wants to go first? Trenda, you look like you're ready to jump out of your seat, letting us know your prediction.
I don't know, and I honestly don't care. As long as they just beat the Men's Revolution up, they just need to all gang up on them and beat them up, and hopefully they'll leave everybody alone and stop talking all this mess. And I know they're going to cheat and try to do something weird and crazy, but I just want at least just get that first 2.5 minutes in with a good stomping from everybody. That is what I hope for.
Wow. The chat, John, Tony, so many people are throwing out Money Birds. So
wow.
Brent is saying, I love Bougie and want them to win, but Lady Birds, Money Birds are on fire, and I think they will pull it off. Lots of people, the majority right now, are saying Money Birds are new champs.
Wow, that's surprising.
New. That is really, that's really surprising because we've done polls on Twitter and Instagram, and all of them usually go Bougie Reality's way, but the chat is mixing it up for me tonight. Front row, what's your take on this? This is going to be a huge match.
Well, I mean, initially my pick is always going to be the tag champions. Bougie Reality has done such an incredible job over the last year and change. They're cohesive as a team, and they've been obviously very, very successful. But Money Birds and King Bees have both really been cohesive as teams. They really melded as individual teams. Money Birds specifically, especially what they've been able to do of late. So I do agree with Trenda. Anybody but, right?
Yeah. Neil saying I want Bougie Reality to win, but as long as Men's Revolution doesn't win, I'll be happy.
It's a good day for women's pro wrestling.
So you know what? I'll throw it out there. I'll pick the King Bees. Okay,
so we had a few King Bees in the chat, a lot of Bougie, and then really the most right now in the chat have been Money Birds. So Veda, you've been watching these tag teams. Mission Pro's building this tag team division. We've seen again Rising Stars and Money Birds and the King Bees. Where do you see this match going on Saturday night?
I was gonna kind of say Money Birds too, but my reason is only because it is a 4-way match, and that means that the champions are at a disadvantage. And I feel like that lets the other teams, maybe sneak one in there. But I feel like because we have these 3 teams that are so focused on also destroying Men's Revolution, that might neutralize Men's Revolution, which would be great, and give maybe King Bees, maybe Money Birds the opportunity to get one over on Bougie Reality, because again, they're at a disadvantage. I'm going with Money Birds only because they've come so close. Like that they're really, really close. And it's been like such a quick rise for them. So I don't know. That's my pick.
Yeah, I love the word neutralize. I like how you use that in context of the Men's Revolution.
Well, yeah, it's
a lot more sophisticated than what I wanted to say.
It's like
this is a children's show. You got children might watch. You can't use that language.
But yeah, like it's like Front Row said that normally, you really have to think the champion is a champion for a reason. And that is true for Bougie Reality. But in a multi-team match like this, the champions don't have an advantage. So you have to take that into consideration.
It's true. Yeah. That's a very good point, thinking of like the strategy. And that's a lot of people in the ring. And it's a 4-way tag match is difficult. There's an uphill battle for sure. All right. Well, we have one more match, I believe. Hold on. Did I cover them all? I think I did.
I think so.
Yeah. So I think this last match is another huge championship match. We have the Mission Pro champion Genocide versus former Mission Pro champion, top tier Jasmine Allure. So this one, we've seen a lot of back and forth, a lot of words out of both of them, a lot of back and forth on social media. Jasmine obviously called out Genocide in that interview, and Genocide threw it back. So there's been a lot of back and forth. There is a lot of history here. They're part of kind of the original group of Mission Pro roster members, and this would be Genocide's third title defense. Third title defense. I had to calculate real quick. Third title defense. But again, Jasmine has been here a long time. She knows Genocide really well. So I don't know. Trenda, I'm going to go with you first. What's your take on this one?
Oh, I think Jasmine is gonna sneak one in. I think she's gonna beat the champ and become new champion. I mean, she's saucy and feels real salty about the fact of how she, had the championship the last time for just a few moments, and she's always wanted to redeem herself for that. So I kind of think she's gonna do everything she can do in her power to win. Yeah.
Lots of people in the chat. Serena's like Genocide all the way. Mark's in New Mexico is saying the era of Allure begins Saturday. Tony Justice, Jasmine
I'm
takes
agreeing
it.
with Marks. Wait a minute. What I wanted to say was,
You can't change your opinion now.
Yeah, you're already done. Trenda, you already put it out there.
We wrote it in pen.
Yeah, it's in gold on my wall. I just put it there. Wow, Jasmine. Ooh, someone's a little snarky. John says Jasmine won't even get 10 seconds this time.
All right, we're gonna have to have a conversation about that.
Yeah. All right. Well, lots of people are first. Ron's like first 2-time champ. I mean, that's a possibility.
That would be true.
That's we like to make history here at Mission Pro, so it's a possibility. Veda, what's your thoughts on this?
I don't know. Jenna's been so unstoppable, but y'all did also make a good point that Jasmine has been champion, but it was for such a short period of time that that's really motivating to get back there because she knows what it feels like. So I might have to go with Jasmine with this. I don't know. This one's a tough one. Maybe too tough for me.
Okay. I know it's a tough one to kind of figure out because both of these competitors have a lot of history, a lot at stake. Front row, what's your take on this? The chat's going talking about stuff.
Yeah, some strong opinions in the chat tonight.
Yeah, we have some strong opinions.
One of the things I do want to mention, one of the things that I think that Mission Pro is known for is having strong championship matches, and oftentimes the strength of a champion is dependent on the strength of their challengers, right? And Genocide and other past champions have had some strong challengers. So leading up to this match, I've been watching Jasmine. I've been hearing from Jasmine with social media, on the YouTubes, the interview that you did, by the way. Kudos to you for keeping your cool during that interview.
I try to be a professional, but sometimes,
Well, you did.
Tried to keep my cool.
But up until that moment, I was completely convinced that Jasmine was just gonna come in here and take that title from Genocide. And then Jenna was a little bit quiet. She had some things to say, but this week she posted a video training, and I think that's probably the most aggression I've seen from our champion. Like, you've woken her. She's not having it anymore. So now I have to recalculate. Like, okay, now I don't know. Now I'm thinking maybe Genocide's just she's going to dominate. So I'm going to pick Genocide, but man, I still think Jasmine might do it. So I'm really excited for this match.
I've seen something so different in Genocide the last few months, especially once Jasmine, in that interview, Jasmine called out the children and called out Genocide for just taking children's money and it was such a pointed attack at Genocide for something that she cares a lot about. She cares about giving back to the children, giving back to the next generation. And the fact that Jasmine went directly towards the heart of what Genocide loves and wants was telling of Jasmine's character and where her headspace is. And I feel like both of these ladies have obviously grown and transitioned throughout Mission Pro, but there was definitely a fierceness in both of them that I have not, and a spark that I've not seen in them really kind of ever until these last few months leading up to this match.
Yeah, and that's not taking away anything from Genocide's title defenses. Her match against Hyan was one of the more physical matches we've seen this year. It was an incredible title defense, but I feel like she's going to have to reach deep into her bag for a competitor with the size differential, with the speed differential. Like, this is going to be a fight of styles.
Yeah, at the same time, though, I think she is reaching deep in her bag, because throwing out those talking about the children and getting under Genocide's skin is a tactic that people use. She doesn't have the strength. She has to use her speed, and she's also going to have to use her brain. And that's one thing we know she does. She uses her brain. So, she's trying to get up under her skin, and it obviously is working. And, that in itself is a tactic. So,
Yeah,
I see it.
Mongrovi and Mike mentioned this really interesting point. Jasmine has receipts coming to her from Bougie Reality. That's an interesting.
It is interesting.
Interesting point there. And John and we saw Jenna in her promo, not genocide. This is personal.
That's a good call.
It did feel. I like that comment because it really did feel like there was personal. It was gritty. It had heart, and we definitely felt that.
Yeah, now you have my attention.
Yeah, we've seen genocide. Like we saw her getting punched in the stomach. We saw her.
Well, yeah. Oh my
God. And someone I can't scroll up, but someone else in the chat said that genocide's in like the best shape of her life right now, and she definitely is. She's really just been honing in on her craft, and ready to defeat anyone that might get in her way. So yeah, I believe we covered all of the matches for Mission Pro True Colors. It's really going to be an incredible night, so y'all can watch it on Title Match Network. And if you're here in San Antonio, we still have tickets available, so you can either get them on Eventbrite or at missionprowrestling.com, or get them at the door. We will still have them available, and we will have special Pride shirts in person at the show. And if we have any left over, which I hope we sell out, we will find a way to post about it. And so everyone can order online as well. And we're so excited to have everyone come to the show in San Antonio. And thank you all so much for the whole panel, Trenda, Veda, Front Row, for joining, because we're getting ready for True Colors.
It's going to be a fun show.
All right. So real quick, round table. I'll start with Trenda. What do you think? What match is going to be your match of the night?
Oh, definitely Tiffany and Emmy. Yeah. I think that's going to be the showstopper. Like I said, they both have something to prove. They both want to be number one contenders, and this is going to be it. So yeah, that's my match.
All right, Front Row, what's your match of the night?
Well, I think there's going to be a lot of chaos in the four-way tag match, but for me, it's that championship match between Genocide and Jasmine Allure.
Awesome. Veda, what is your pick for?
I had said before, I thought that Brittany and Maya might really, really show out, but we also had a lot to say about Alejandra too, who definitely seems to be Front Row. I think you said it based on like her social media, really seems to be undergoing just an elevation to her career. And the best way to like hammer that home, I think, is to really, really impress at a show like Mission Pro that everyone's going to be watching. So I don't know. I'm thinking it might not be, they're going to be great matches, but I'm thinking that some of the wrestlers who are maybe not in championship matches right now will see that as the opportunity to impress. So I'm going to say that we might have a surprise with match of the night. It might not be one of those title matches. That's my pick.
All right. I like it. Well, everyone, let us know in the chat what match you think is going to be match of the night, or even tag us on Twitter or Instagram and let us know what you think. And again, live, we have our hashtag, so MPW True Colors. So use that as you're watching the show on Saturday, as you're watching and spreading the love this week, as you're watching and supporting Mission Pro Wrestling. We appreciate you all. In the chat, we will announce who gets the swag bag. Sorry, the super chat wasn't working, but we'll go back and look at the chat and see who is most active and participating. So we appreciate you all. Trenda, we're gonna go in a circle. Where can people follow you on social media?
So I'm at Trenda Magellan across all socials. Yeah, follow.
Front Row.
I'm PW Front Row across all the socials. You can find me Thursday nights with my best host from the West Coast, Trenda, on Unmatched. Also on the Nation's Corner on Saturday nights at 7 p.m. on YouTube. Follow them at Nation's Corner across all the socials. And this was a lot of fun.
This was amazing. Veda, where can most people know, but where can everyone follow you?
I'm at It's Veda Time on Twitter, and with that tweet that was made to advertise the show tonight or any of the past On a Mission shows, I'm always tagged in that. So you can find me there.
Amazing. Thank you all so much for your time tonight. Thank you for everyone in the chat. You can follow me on all social platforms at Emily May Heller. Follow Mission Pro Wrestling on all social platforms. Hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so that you know when we go live and do shows like this. We will not be having a show on Thursday night because we're all getting ready for the show, but join us next week for our review and recap show. And you don't want to miss that because who knows what will happen on Saturday. We might have tons to talk about, and I think we will. So I can't wait. Thank you all so much again for joining us for On a Mission, and we will see you on Saturday for True Colors.